Hello friends, welcome back to this topic of class 10th, The Proposal. It is by Anton Chekhov, who is a Russian writer, and you will see that it has depicted this Russian writer Anton Chekhov. He has depicted how marriage, an institution of, we can say, two souls, how it has been manipulated by time and by the people of modern, what do we call, modern society. And we will see that first the summary, and then we will go through the analysis. In the summary, we will see that The Proposal is a one-act play. You will see that it is only one act. There are no other acts. So it begins with a young man, Lomo, Ivan Vassilyevich Lomo, and who is presenting a marriage proposal to a neighbor's daughter, Natalia. The neighbors are the Chebukovs, and he is presenting his proposal of marrying to this Natalia. You'll see that there is these are the two wealthy families, and it was prevalent, and it is prevalent in the current scenario that we usually prefer to have these partners from the families which are at par to our family. So it's happening over here as well. The curtain rises and Lomo entering his neighbor Chebukov's house, who is surprised to see him well dressed. He is formally dressed, and he asks the occasion. The Chebukov, who is Natalia's father, he asks them what is the occasion that this Lomo, Ivan Vassilyevich Lomo, is dressed formally. And he thinks that he might have come here to borrow money, but Lomo reveals over there that he has come to ask Chebukov's daughter Natalia's hand in marriage, and Chebukov gets excited and leaves to call Natalia. So here is excitement of the father to call his daughter, because a young man, Ivan, or we can say Lomo, has approached with a marriage proposal for her. Lomo is a 35-year-old person who is gentle and who suffers from palpitations, that means increase in heartbeat, and gets upset very easily and does not sleep well during night. He thinks it's best age for marriage, and he has made up his mind that he will marry Natalia, who is daughter of another landlord. So Natalia is the average-looking 25-year-old good housekeeper. She arrives, and Lomo begins with the conversation about being grateful and glad that both the families share good bond with each other, and they are having good terms with each other. While continuing, you'll see that the quarrelsome nature of these two young the people who are going to get married, or we can say who are going to have a marriage proposal. You'll see while continuing to talk about the land, he mentioned oxen meadows, as it is our usually it is our habit that when we go to our these relatives, we just ask about their different affairs. So here he asked, and he just mentioned oxen meadows, and unfortunately these oxen meadows were earlier disputed property, because Lomos and these Chebukovs, they both just have a kind of an ownership claim on it, but now was with this Lomo. So Natalia could not believe this. She could not believe a single word, because she believes that oxen meadows belong to Chebukovs, not to them. It belonged to her family, not to the family of Lomo. So there is a heated argument, a heated discussion is over there, and they act childishly. These people, they act as if they were the children. And Chebukov at the same time enters, Mr. Chebukov, he enters the house. He does not just calm them down, he adds a kind of a fuel, and he heats up the argument over there. There is shouting and there is screaming, while Lomo suffers from extreme pounding of heart, because because of palpitations, his heartbeat increases, and he says that I'm having a side pull and my foot is going numb. So they took Lomo out of their houses. They threw this Lomo out of their houses and continue cursing him. But Chiboko unintentionally revealed this very thing, that he had come with a marriage proposal for Natalia. When Natalia heard this very thing, she was surprised and she began to regret that what I had done, that he had come to just ask for my hand. So she tells her father to go away and fetch this person back, to bring him back. Lomo is being brought back, and Natalia deviates now the discussion to some other topic, as Natalia feels her squeezer is better than Lomo's guess. Now you will see that there is contradiction on each and every aspect. Now they are talking about different topic, but what did they have choose? They have chose the contradictory topic again, that which dog is best, the squeezer of Choboko's or guess of Lomo. And it continues, and they continue this cursing, and Lomo falls down. Natalia continues cursing, but soon notices that Lomo is unconscious. They gave him water and just try to console him. Chiboko enters the scene and takes the hand of Natalia and forcefully gives over to Lomo, and Lomo feels excited and kisses the hand of Natalia. Now she is being childishly manipulates. She is being childish over here, and she wants to manipulate the proposal. Now she wants him to accept that her dog, that means Squeezer, is better than Guess. But this person, this Lomo, being a stiff person, he does not believe this. He says that no, my guess is better than Squeezer, and over here that quarreling continues. So what is the analysis now? The Fairs explores the process of getting married and could be read as a satire on the upper middle class and aristocracy. So this chapter is a kind of a satire in which the poise, we can say, institution of marriage is being presented in a manner in which they only think about their own profits. They don't think about their we can say, they only think about their welfare. They don't think about love. They don't think about their feelings. The play points out the struggle to balance the economic necessities of marriage and what the character themselves actually want. It shows the character's desperation for marriage as comical. So here we will see that there is desperation among both of them, that they want to get married, and it feels a kind of a comic sense. It gives you a kind of a comic relief as well. So the struggle between these two families is to have economical balance. That means they both want a kind of a profit from each other. The theme of the chapter is that marriage is not as romantic as some people believe. Two people love each other by fighting. Lomo and Natalia act like married couple before they become engaged. Another aspect is that it's for the youngsters, that it's not that this marriage is so romantic. It's always full of romantic, but there are always a kind of things which you need to take care of. You always need not to be argumentative. You always need not to be argument with each other. So it's a kind of a thing where you need to just understand each other, which Lomo and Natalia has not done. They, before even married, they are even engaged, they act like married people. That means they keep on just increasing their problems. Another theme of the play is to shun argumentative nature to avoid regrets and breakups. As I told you, that if you want a relationship to go along, what you need to do, you need to avoid regrets and this you want to avoid all these regrets and breakups. What you need to do, you need to avoid, or you need to give away your argumentative nature. Please don't argument on each and every aspect. The play is about the tendency of rich families to hunt ties with other wealthy families, to extend their estates by encouraging marriages that observe economic sense. Now, what rich people think, that if they are able to bound a kind of a tie with another family, definitely they are going to get profit, because another family is rich as well. It will add up to their assets. So this kind of a thinking is going on right now as well. And by this very thing, we are not just giving encouraging marriages, we are not encouraging the union of two souls, we are encouraging over here economic sense. We are just thinking marriage as a kind of an opportunity where we can increase, like dowry system. If we think that our child should get married to a wealthy family where he can get more dowry. It's happening in India that people are dying because of dowry. So it's common over here that we have taken marriage not as a union of two hearts, but as a union of two families having big assets. So economic common sense of the families ensures that the proposal is formal, although the quarreling perhaps continues. Now, economic sense here gives a kind of an emphasis. Whatever these hearts have to do, whether they will quarrel, they will argument, they will not just sit with each other. What is there? You should have that economic stability. You should have that that you have not talked. You are just residing in the same home, in the same room, but still you are having different tastes. You don't have that union of heart, but you have that status that I'm economical and how my family, my in-laws are from a well-to-do family. In Russia, marriage was a mean economic stability for most people. They married to gain wealth and possession or to satisfy social pressure. This is very important thing, that people marry because they want to just satisfy their social pressure, which is there on them, and what they do, they want to just add up to their possessions for the same. The result of this drama is man versus society, because there is conflict between Natalia and Lomho. Still there is marriage proposal. So now you will see that this chapter shows a kind of a drama between men versus society. What society pushes you towards, the social norms that you have to accordingly marry, but what men is totally different. Here these two people, they keep on just quarreling, but the marriage proposal, as per economic view, these two people should get married, through which both the families will prosper. So this is the kind of scene. The two characters marry not because of love and but to gain wealth and possession or to satisfy social pressure. So these two, Natalia and Lomo, they are not here to marry, or they are not here to propose each other because they are in love. No, because they want to just maintain that wealth and possession, and they want to just satisfy that social pressure, in which there will be somebody else who will be called the richest of all. So we want to be the richest, because clubbing two families will they'll be having more land, they'll be having more assets, and they'll be having more profit. So in this very chapter, it's very clear that marriage is right now not an institution of heart, or we can say reunion of two hearts. It's a reunion of two wealthy families to gain more profit. So that was all in this very video. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.